Have you ever attended a meeting where you thought, what a waste of time? If so, I'll show you in this video how to stay focused and avoid boring discussions. I will also show you a helpful tool for communicating problems and situations that frequently occur in video conferencing in a way that does not interrupt the process and avoid boring discussions. Stay tuned. Regardless of whether your team is having a meeting such as the daily stand-up, it often happens that a team member gets lost in detailed explanations about the topic. Other participants often don't understand half a thing that this person is talking about, but they do not dare to interrupt the speaker. At the same time, however, they lose interest or become impatient because the next meeting is approaching or there's a lot of work to be done. So, as soon as one person is feeling like the team is straying off the topic, they can raise their hand. This does not mean that you want to say something. Most of you probably have a kind of a token like a ball, so you know whose turn it is. So instead, raising one hand is a sign for, hey, I think we're straying off the topic too far. Now, the good thing is, this gesture alone signals your teammates that you would like to refocus on the topic. They see you raising the hand and they get automatically triggered to refocus. However, the speaker may find the ongoing discussion helpful and important, or the hand sign might not be noticed and he or she continues talking. Well, there's a simple rule. As soon as the second person also raises their hand, this is the sign for the whole team to stop the discussion and postpone it to some later point in time. But you might already have a policy in your team where raising a hand does mean something different. For example, one hand might be a signal to the facilitator that you would like to say something, however it's not urgent, whereas two hands might be the signal for, hey, I want to immediately reply to what the speaker just said. In this case, simply use a different gesture, for example, the timeout sign. Or you could use something that is called ELMO cards. ELMO stands for Enough, Let's Move On. ELMO cards is a tool I learned from Lisette Sutherland, the author of a great book that I highly can recommend. It's called Work Together Anywhere. This book is full of great tools and tips and tricks for remote work. I got it from, I think it was Indiegogo financing, so it was before COVID-19. Nevertheless, this might be your lifesaver right now if you want to get insights, tools and methods, how to create a great working environment and help your team to make remote meetings more efficient. You can find a link to this book down in the description. Okay, so what are ELMO cards? Where do I have my ELMO card? Hello ELMO card, where are you? Oh no, I've lost my ELMO card. So probably ELMO cards is not the proper terms, because actually the only ELMO card is this one. Like, enough, let's move on. With this card, you signal to your teams, hey, this discussion is boring or we're off topic. But wait, there's more. Hey, you're breaking up. That means like if the audio quality is getting worse, there's a stuttering or the video quality gets worse. Baby crying. I think my neighbor's toddler has a bad time right now. Not sure if you can hear this. Well, the perfect card for the situation. Someone has a lot of background noise. People might forget to mute their microphones, especially if you have a large group in your video conference. It's usually a common policy to mute your microphone to avoid background noise. Another card is your connection isn't great. One of my favorites, because it happens probably in every video conference I attend, is or the microphone seems to be working, but you can't hear them. I can't hear you. By the way, these cards seem to be the same. However, there's a quite small difference. On some systems, you might be able to actually see that someone is on mute. So you might know what the issue is. However, if you can't see it, or if you are not sure what the problem is, this card seems to be a more non-violent communication-ish to notify that someone seems to have technical issues. Sometimes you have technical issues, but you need to restart the browser or log out and log back again.
Hello, IT? Have you tried turning it off and on again?
You can inform attendees using this card and then just leave and come back without talking or without interrupting the speaker. You are frozen. This can happen when you are showing a presentation and for some reason your video is frozen and attendees can't see the next slide, for example, or they just see you while you're talking. You can download these cards for free at collaborationsuperpowers.com. There are also more resources available. You can find the cards in the resources section. There's virtual meeting cards. You see the super cards, that's what I just showed you. And you can also find a YouTube video how to use these cards by Lizette Sutherland up here. So check out their website, collaborationsuperpowers.com. It's really resourceful for everyone who is doing a lot of remote team meetings or remote work in general. And this is also where you can find the book either as a hard copy or as an ebook. I prefer a hard copy in this case because you never know when your technology is going to break. So if you enjoyed this video and it was helpful and valuable to you and your work, if you have other ideas and methods and tools and ways and whatever to improve remote collaboration and video conferencing meetings, I would be thrilled if you would add a comment below. If you like the video, push the thumbs up button, consider to subscribe to my channel and enable notifications so you don't miss any new content. So long and see you next time.